Atamadia, and welcome to today's Prizegiving. Please stand for the procession and remain upstanding for the karakia and national anthem.
Bow our heads in prayer. Gracious, eternal God, bless all schools, colleges and universities, especially Woodford House, that they may be lively centres for sound learning, new discovery and the pursuit of wisdom. Grant that those who teach and those who learn may find you to be the source of all truth. Amen. Please be seated.
No mai, haere mai, ena mana, ena reo, ena iwi o te whenua. Haere mai ki tēnei whare, me te atua e mihi nānu. Tēnā koutou, tēnā koutou, tēnā koutou katoa. Welcome to you all this morning. Distinguished guests, Bishop Andrew, MP for Tukituki and Analok, board members, members of the Parents Association, Woodford House Old Girls Association, Woodford House trustees, staff, parents, girls, the whole Woodford House whānau. I extend also a very special welcome to our virtual audience around the globe who are unable to be with us this morning. Our archivist, Mrs. Mary Sherritt, will certainly want to mark this day in the history of our school, because the last time we were together as a whole school community for our prize giving was in 2019. For those of you returning to be with us, haere mai. But for many of you, this is in fact your first Woodford House prize giving in attendance. Such strange times have been our everyday lives for the past 3 years. As we emerge from these dramatic events, we have a unique opportunity to reflect more deeply on our school, what it stands for, what it has been, and also what the future holds. One thing you can be assured of is our bedrock of faith and tradition. We gather as a school this morning to reflect on 2022, to celebrate our senior academic achievements and to farewell our leavers as we mark the end of another eventful year at Woodford House. While we publicly recognise the admirable efforts of our senior prize winners across service, academic, sporting and cultural cornerstones and celebrate with them this morning, we must also acknowledge the many quiet achievements and, most importantly, the many unrecognised individual acts of service and kindness. We also applaud the tremendous efforts of those of you who support our girls. We must acknowledge and thank the loyal, hard-working and professional members of the Woodford House community, our boards, our bishop, our committed and generous teachers, our staff in boarding and business office, administration, cleaning, property and catering, our volunteers, and also our faithful and new business partners. Earlier this year, I received a very thought-provoking piece of research. Educators around the world were invited to respond to the question, what is the one thing students should leave school knowing? I was fascinated by all the responses, but more importantly, it provoked me to consider what is of essential value to you girls. What should you be taking away from your years here at Woodford House? I certainly hope all our graduates today are leaving Woodford House academically credentialed, confident, ethical and equipped for all that might lie ahead. If education is the drawing out from within, then essentially I hope you will hear your inner small voice, your gut feeling, your conscience, and it will lead you to follow a life of truth, curiosity and wonder. We are a community underpinned by the shared moral purpose gifted by our founding principal, Mabel Annie Hodge, to educate our girls to live and to lead. In the spring of 1893, at her home in Surrey, England, Mabel Annie Hodge received communication from her older brother Alfred. Alfred, a civil engineer, had emigrated to New Zealand in the late 1880s following the death of their father. Alfred came and saw firsthand the lives that young girls were living. He was deeply moved. He concluded the young women of Hawke's Bay had no opportunity to be exposed to the wonders of education. He sensed the importance of opening up their imaginations to an array of other worlds and possibilities that lay in wait for them. And he knew just who was the right woman for the job. So Alfred politely nudged his sister, Mabel. He knew instinctively his sister's reputation, her heart, her generous spirit, and her deep passion for education. So, Mabel, upon reading Alfred's letter, felt her spirit quicken, that gut feeling, the still small voice within that said to her, "I must go." In 1893, Mabel set sail. Now, in the 1880s, the journey from the docks of Southampton to the port of Auckland was an arduous and sometimes perilous journey of some 14,374 nautical miles. A journey of 6 to 7 weeks, with a lot of porridge and a lot of potted meat. The Panama Canal was not opened until 1914, therefore Mabel had to set sail the long way around, which is not always a bad thing, but it was a dangerous thing. Interestingly, Mabel had set sail because she had made the decision to respond to a nudge, and even before the details of her adventure were known. That's the thing about adventure. We only write the stories after we respond. If we never respond, there is no adventure. Little did Mabel know what adventure lay ahead. Similarly, in the book of Isaiah, we read the story of the nudging of Isaiah. Then I heard the voice of the Lord saying, "Whom shall I send?" And I said, "Here am I, send me." The ancient Hebrew language has no word by itself, simply meaning to obey. The word used in the passage is shema. It means to hear and obey, to read the text and to act. There is no passive voice here. It was understood that to hear and to go were the same thing. Mabel Annie Hodge, like the prophet Isaiah, heard and responded. Obedience to a call is a stretching out, a being propelled forward and released where a deep sense of mission, adventure, and excitement await. This has tremendous significance for each of us, as it had for Mabel, as it had for the prophet Isaiah. When we respond to the nudging of God, we not only embrace the nudge, but we become the verb. When we respond to the nudge of adventure and opportunity, we are propelled into new thinking, new creativity, new paradigms that can change the world and the world of those around you. And Mabel literally was Shema. In 1894, she raised a loan of £500 from the Bank of New South Wales and purchased a large house here in Hastings. In 1894, a large house would have cost approximately £600, and in today's market, close to $2 million. The extent of Mabel's influence is really impossible to measure. The historian W.J. Gardner reminds us how little we know of the private world of women's influence as opposed to the public world of men's power. Mabel had set sail on her risky adventure and Woodford House opened. 18 students and 4 boarders. And Woodford House, look at us now. We believe we stand on the idea of special character here at Woodford House, and it is in the Shema we find the verb of that special character. In 1910, 16 years after bravely founding a real school for girls, Mabel set sail for England to recruit teachers for Woodford House, as she deeply knew the greatest resource is human. Students at early girls' high schools, on the whole, had middle-class parents who highly valued education, as did the graduate woman who taught them. Going to secondary school was an exciting new adventure, enhanced by vitality and youthfulness of the teachers and their enthusiasm for their subjects. In those years, female teachers were often the only role models of independent women. It wasn't unusual to appoint young women into senior leadership positions and even principals' roles at these founding schools. Imagine accepting the appointment of principal of Christchurch Girls High School, aged 22, or principal of Nelson College for Girls in your 25th year. When you pass through the doors of Woodford House for the last time and follow your gut instinct and begin your nudge towards adventure, there will be those who try to criticise your faith, to attempt to drown your character in the popular reign of a different truth. But you know you are the verbs. You stand as gatekeepers of others' values, responding to the nudge of need and providing a Woodford House for others. This is the legacy and the reputation of Mabel, who set sail. Remember, these adventures may not be clearly signposted. There may never be a voice or a guiding hand that can perfectly lead you to fulfilling your potential. But isn't that wonderful? The unpredictability with which we must all confront the future. And all is not lost in this seeming randomness. God has not left us alone to bounce around without direction, for we all have the opportunity and the ability to shape that direction by always relying on the core values you have been provided through your time here at Woodford House. The right adventure will be found when you marry consistency with values, when you make the right decisions in that special moment, day by day, year after year. This is how great things are built, brick by brick, each seemingly inconsequential in its own right, but transformative when one can zoom out. Unfortunately, at your age, the zooming out part is very difficult, impossible even, and it takes years to finally see the beautiful tapestry your decisions have woven. To our Woodford House graduates, I want to urge you to trust in the simple principles: humility, hard work, consistency, curiosity, and enact them in the smallest ways, particularly when nobody is watching. Listen to the still small voice within. Your intuition, your conscience, those gut feelings will guide and guard your life in a most profound way. So, what is the one thing students should leave school knowing? That life simply sits unclaimed, awaiting the small fraction who dare step forward into the light, to accept the possibility of success or disaster without concern or fear, confident of a deep gut instinct, an assurance that you have been granted exactly what you need to meet whatever you are divinely destined for. No more, no less. I hope you will be driven forward, not by money or power, but the sense of wringing the towel of life until bone dry, to bite the sour lemon simply for its sourness and feel an authentic sense of joy just in doing so, to never look back wistfully over the years past without note, without moving toward that burning curiosity that never ceases to push you toward horizons uncrested. So set sail as Mabel did, and be the verb you are called to be, Shema. Ngā mihi nui, kia koutou katoa. I now invite our Deputy Head Prefect, Martine Sandberg, forward, who will acknowledge a very special member of our Woodford House community.
It is not every day that we farewell a board member who has been with us for 8 years. Today we are farewelling Mr. Wills, whose contribution of time and experience has been a privilege to have at Woodford House. Mr. Wills first became involved with Woodford House in an official capacity while his stepdaughter was a boarder at Woodford House. Mr. Wills then became a member of the Woodford House Trust Board in May 2014, up until his retirement in September 2022. During his time, Mr. Wills was board chair from 2019 to 2022, after having been deputy chair from 2017 through to 2019. Mr. Wills was also a member of the Board of Trustees between June 2015 to 2017, including being chair of the Board of Trustees Finance Subcommittee during this time. Mr. Wills was also a member of the Woodford House Foundation since 2019 and chair since 2020, a role that he continues to do to ensure Woodford House is well positioned for the next 125 years. Most of what Mr. Wills did was while he was living in Auckland, meaning he donated a considerable amount of time travelling to attend numerous meetings at Woodford House, all at his own expense. We are forever grateful for your time and selflessness. In Mr. Wills' non-Woodford House life, he has had over 30 years' experience as a company director, focusing on outcomes to shareholders, both through shareholder returns and enhancing the capital value of business units through strategic direction. With this experience, Mr. Wills currently owns his own consultancy business. Woodford House is exceptionally privileged to have had Mr. Wills share his skills and experience for the betterment of our school. As mentioned, we are fortunate Mr. Wills continues to lead the Woodford House Foundation, so he will still be seen at Woodford House from time to time. We are not prepared to completely let him go. We only need to look around our school to see Mr. Wills' mark on our campus, with the upcoming renovation of the science blocks and boarding houses. Mr. Wills, your governance over the past 8 years, longer than any time our students have been here, has been immensely appreciated and greatly valued. You have left an unmatched legacy of finance, property and governance. We wish you all the best for your future endeavours. Thank you again. I now invite Mr. Wills and Jazira Ridley, current Student Board of Trustees representative, forward to give Mr. Wills a gift on behalf of the school to show our appreciation.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you for those kind words. Not really pop through, but thank you anyway.
It is my pleasure to now invite our new Chairman of the Board of Proprietors forward, Mr. Mike Brown.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Mike Brown. I've taken over from Mike, so I've got some pretty big shoes to fill. I have, myself and my wife have got 4 children, including a daughter who is in year 11, and I have got 3 boys that have left school, so I have sat through quite a few board chair speeches at Prizegiving. Girls, I'm going to be here for 3 minutes, I promise you. A special welcome to Bishop Andrew and to Analo. As Mrs. Peterson said, it's hard to believe this is the first Prizegiving we've had together for 3 years. And it's fantastic to have you all here and without masks. 22 has been another remarkable year in many ways, with the first 2 terms significantly affected by the pandemic. The girls and staff have continued to navigate the disruption with admirable resilience. In fact, last year we achieved our best ever NCA results, with all 3 year levels achieving 100% pass rates, and we also attained a record number of scholarships. A fundamental contributor to these results is the quality of the teaching and support staff we have here at Woodford House. The staff have been instrumental in creating an incredible learning environment for our girls. The academic results are much a reflection of their dedication and commitment, as it is to the hard work and endeavour of the girls. I'd like to make a special mention of our principal, Julie Peterson, and the senior leadership team of Steph Russell, Paul Dine and Rachel Roberts. In my experience, great things follow great leadership. I would also like to thank the members of the Board of Trustees and the Board of Proprietors for their contribution in ensuring that the success of our academic program and for nurturing the development of the Woodford House special character. Because we're an integrated school, we have two boards. The Board of Trustees, which represents the Ministry of Education and is primarily responsible for the delivery of the learning curriculum, and the Board of Proprietors, which has three main duties. The most important of these duties is to oversee the protection and enhancement of the special character of the school. Secondly, it acts as landlord for the buildings and land that we currently enjoy. And thirdly, it has direct accountability and oversight of the boarding side of the school. We're lucky enough to have two boards that have extremely capable members with a wide range of complementary skills. Lastly, in relation to the boards, I also would like to thank not only Mike Wills, but Martin Williams and Tony Goodlass for their outstanding stewardship of both the Board of Proprietors and the Board of Trustees in what has been extremely challenging times. They have spent countless hours on our behalf, ensuring our girls get the best education possible. 24 months ago, we embarked on a 15 to 20 year plan to upgrade the school's infrastructure. The Year 7 and 8 Borders area has been completed with very positive reviews from the girls. We are currently refurbishing the changing rooms above the swimming pool and are about to start on the science block. That involves a multi-million-dollar upgrade of the classrooms and the science labs, which will result in a game-changer delivery for the science curriculum. Finally, I'd like to offer a special word to our leavers. You are now officially old girls. Thank you for your contribution to the school. You've been given an amazing opportunity at Woodford House, and I know there were likely occasions when it didn't feel that way, but I'm sure you will look back with gratitude for your time here. I've no doubt your light will shine bright no matter what path you choose. On behalf of the Board of Proprietors and the Board of Trustees, I wish you all a very safe and normal Christmas and summer break. Thank you.
It's now my pleasure to announce the Senior Subject Prize winners for 2022. The girls will be called up in small groups to receive their prizes. Please hold your applause to the end of each group, and I'd ask Mrs. Peterson to come forward to present these prizes. Will Group 1 please stand and come forward? So we will begin with the Level 1 subject prizes. Madeline Ives, first in drama. Lydia Burns, first equal in English. Rosa Pike, first in food and nutrition. And Rosa has also reached 50 excellence credits, so gains her academic letters, which we overlooked yesterday. Apologies, Rosa. Ella Good, first in geography. Jua Kim, first in music. Jamie Whittaker, first in Spanish. Millie Allen, first in Te Reo Māori. Group 2, please stand and come forward. Lila Fenn, first in accounting, first in economics. Erin Nean, first in art and first in product and spatial design. Sophie Webber, first equal in English, first in history, first in materials technology, first in mathematics, first in physical education, and first in science. Group 3, please stand and come forward. Moving on now to the Level 2 subject prize winners. Alex Cave, first in accounting. Bumari Shunutapong, first equal in chemistry. Nina Holden, first in communication design. Rose Harwood, first in drama. Jazeera Ridley, first in economics. Grace Halliburton, first equal in history. Group 4. Sonia Harris, first equal in history. Tamsin Buck, first in materials technology. Saba Green, first in photography. Molly Kinnear, first equal in physical education. Tessa Bennett, first in science. Group 5, please stand and come forward. Katie Greenwood-Beard, first in music, first in Spanish. Katie Jackson, first in food and nutrition, first in mathematics. Zoe Elliott, first equal in physical education, first in product and spatial design. Scarlett Miller, first equal in painting and first in classical studies. Isla Collins, first equal in chemistry, first in biology, first in geography and first in physics. Megan Wooson, first equal in painting, first in English, first in mathematics and first in Level 3 classical studies. Well done, girls. Group 6, please stand and come forward. And finally, the Level 3 subject prize winners. Liberty Jackson, first in art painting. Jill Titter, first in business studies. Isabel Westwood, first in drama. Isabella Ladbrook, first in economics. Rosa McKenzie, first in food and nutrition. Jazz Nuku, first in French. Molly Asher, first equal in history. And Nikki Mignani, first equal in history. Group 7, please stand and come forward. Alana Blow, first in mathematics. Shihan Wang, first in maths with calculus. Amanat Kumar, first equal in maths with statistics. Miharu Nagata, first in music. Jolie Scott, first in photography. Sophie Byrne wins the Mia Dolce Prize for Best Gateway Student. And Zoe Simmons wins the Porsche Education and Training Prize for the Best Star Student. India McIntyre, first in Materials Technology. And finally, Group 8, please stand and come forward. Charlotte Treadwell, first in Media English, first in Spanish. Amelia Barrett, first in Communication Design, first in Geography. Manlok Sang, first equal in Product and Spatial Design, first in Chemistry. Martine Sandberg, first in Accounting, first in Biology, and first in Physical Education. Ella Simmons, first equal in Product and Spatial Design, first equal in Mathematics with Statistics, first in English, and first in Physics. Well done, girls. I'll just ask Ella to hold her photo to come forward to announce our musical performance. Thanks, Ella.
I would like to invite forward Kalori Premari, who will be performing Trio for 2 flutes and piano. They are the Hawke's Bay District Chamber Music winners for 2022.
We will now continue with prizes Celebrate Excellence in all of our Woodford House cornerstones. Once again, the girls will come up in groups to receive their prizes. Please hold your applause until the end of each group. I will now invite Mr. Mike Brome to come forward to present the prizes. Could Group 9 please stand and come forward? Year 11, Old Girls Literature Prize, Rose Noble. Year 12, Old Girls Literature Prize, Katie Jackson. Year 13, Old Girls Literature Prize, Liberty Jackson. We move on to our sports cups. Could Group 10 please stand and come forward? Newton Williams Cup for Sports Endeavour, Emma Delatour. Senior Sports Cup, Zoe Elliott. Haddington Cup for Leadership and Achievement in Sport, Annabelle Kerr. Our Visual and Performing Arts Cups. Could Group 11 please stand and come forward? Board of Proprietors Arts Prize, Scarlett Miller. Jeanette Cup for Improvement in Speech and Drama, Isabella McGough. Newson Family Cup for Speech, Maggie Grimshaw. Hartgill Cup for Drama, joint winners, Millie Lightfoot and Rose Harwood. Kennedy Cup for Senior Music, Jua Kim. Georgetti Cup for Debating, Gabriella Jones. And the Lowry Cup for House Music was awarded this year to Toroa House. Please can their prefect come forward. Could Group 12 please stand and come forward? The Hodge Reading Cup is awarded to Charlotte Treadwell. The McHardy History Prize, Isabel Westwood. The Vincent Barker Essay Cup, Scarlett Miller. Maxwell Cup for Excellence in Clothing, Kaylee Stubbs. And the Osborne Mathematics Cup for a Senior Mathematician and the Louise Worsp Cup for Senior Art are both awarded to Megan Woisan. Could Group 13 please stand and come forward? The Frogley Family Cup for contribution to young enterprise is jointly awarded this year to India McIntyre and Alexandra McGough. The Woodford House Commerce Cup, Isabella Ladbrook. The Photography Plate and the Photo Life Photography Prize, Peru Pang. The Philip Knight Memorial Cup for Science is jointly awarded to Martine Sandberg and Amanat Kumar. The Senior Physical Education Trophy for Distinction and Work Ethic, Emma Delatour. The Shrimpton Cup for Home Economics is awarded to Amelia Ross. And finally, the Sally Bellaby Cup for Design, Amelia Barrett. I would now like to ask our Head Prefect, Ella Simmons, back to present her Head Prefect speech.
Kua tawhiti, kia tō haerenga mai, kia kore e haere tonu. He nui rawa o mahi, kia kore e mahi tonu. You have come too far not to go further. You have done too much not to do more. As we reach the end of the school year, we are entering a time of change for everyone here, but most significantly the Year 13s and other leavers who are moving on from our time at Woodford House and entering a new chapter of our lives. I have been a Woodford girl for 7 years, and I've grown and learnt much since my first day here, when I walked in with pigtails and an oversized uniform. Each of us has walked our own personal journey to reach this point. Some have been relatively smooth, and many have had bumps along the way. Although this is a massive milestone, and we have come so far from the little kids we once were, this is not only an ending, but a beginning. There is much further to travel on our personal journeys and much more to do in our many lives. As we look back, we can appreciate how far we have come. We have all faced challenges as a community and individually. This year alone, COVID has presented us with many. Instead of all being in lockdown together, we have all been off school at different times with COVID and other sickness. and have had to persevere to catch up. Aside from COVID, I'm sure you've all faced many challenges personally, whether this be an increased workload, difficulties with friends, or not being able to return home. You've all showcased resilience and perseverance, and these bumps have helped to shape us. It is always hard at the time, but the challenges we face help us to grow and learn skills that will help in the journey ahead. Over the years, I have learned many lessons and skills from those around me, and these learnings have not only helped me to face challenges, but are a large part of the reason I am standing here today. My parents have been my biggest supporters since day one, and I've learned much from them. The most important lesson they have taught me, however, is the value of kindness and empathy. If you remember my Year 13 speech, you'll know I haven't always been perfect at this, but if you're kind and empathetic to others, not only will you feel good about yourself, but you'll be far more likely to make friends and receive kindness back. He aroha whakatō, he aroha puta mai. If kindness is sown, then kindness you will receive. Martine Sandberg has been my best friend since Year 3 at Te Mata Primary School. I have learnt so much from her over the years, from confidence and courage to reliability and honesty. But if there's one thing that Martine has taught me, it is the importance of taking the opportunities that come your way. You've heard it many times, and I'm sure you'll hear it again, but Woodford House and the community that surrounds our school are rich with opportunities. You just have to be brave enough to chase them. The many opportunities I have taken over the years have provided a wealth of knowledge, skills, and memories, and I encourage you all to make the most of the opportunities in front of you. I became friends with Maggie Grimshaw only a few years ago. However, in that short time, I've learnt much from her. Maggie is confident, understanding, unflinchingly honest, and though not a prefect, she is a leader by every definition. From her, I have learnt the importance of looking after myself, even when considering others' needs, wants, and expectations. Further than that, I have learnt how to back myself, how to make hard decisions and stand by them, and how to always stay true to myself and my values. Though kindness is important, these skills are vital, especially when trying to lead a group of people. I would go on. I have learnt so much from all of my incredible friends, from my family, teachers and supporters who have all helped me to learn and grow over the years. Though I can't possibly cover everything you have all taught me, this support network has shaped my life and has led me to where I am today. It is important to be kind, to take opportunities and to back yourself, but most of all, it is important to build yourself a support system who will teach you the skills and wisdom that you value above all else. He aha te mea nui o te ao, he tangata, he tangata, he tangata. What is the most important thing in all the world? It is the people you are connected to, your family, your community, all those who help you to grow, and those you help in turn. I encourage you to find your people, your whānau, as your personality and your life are shaped by the people who surround you. At this point, I would like to thank some of my people. To the staff and teachers, thank you for going above and beyond to help us all achieve our potential and follow our dreams. To my homeroom mentor and all of my teachers this year, thank you for being understanding, flexible, and always supportive. It is deeply appreciated. To senior leadership, Mrs. Peterson, Mrs. Russell, thank you for your support and mentorship this year. You have allowed myself, Martine, and the prefects to follow a smooth path and grow into our roles effortlessly. To my family, my parents and my grandparents, thank you for believing in me. Thank you for always pushing me to challenge myself and helping me to reach my many goals. Lucy, thank you for being not only my sister but one of my closest friends. And thank you to those outside of school and my community who have tirelessly supported me all these years. To all the students, you are the life of Woodford House. Thank you for sharing your joy, your enthusiasm, your laughter. Continue to find your place, make new friends, and make the most of your time here. I'm sure all the Year 13s will agree with me when I say it slips away faster than you could imagine. To the prefect team, thank you for your patience, your resilience, your motivation, and your drive. I have absolutely loved working with each one of you this year, and you have made my job 1,000 times easier. Sorry, the meetings sometimes ran long. Martin Sandberg, thank you for being the best deputy I could ever ask for. First and foremost, you are my best friend, and I'm so deeply grateful that I was able to work together with you this year. Thank you for your honesty, your understanding, and your loyalty. Thank you for playing bad cop when I wanted to be a people pleaser. I really don't know what I would have done without you. To the Year 13s, you are the most vibrant, caring, and supportive group of people, and I'm so grateful I got to know you all, whether we have been friends since Year 7 or I met you in the past couple of years. I will miss you all, and I will cherish the memories we have made, in times of happiness and in times of difficulty, in the sunny days of Term 1 and the stressful study of Term 4, as carefree Year 7/8s, and as we have grown up. As we all go our separate ways, I know we will remain a part of each other's lives. Best of luck for the future. Go for gold. So as we come to the end of our time at Woodford House, as all of us here enter a time of change, remember the end of one thing is always the beginning of something new. Though we may not want this moment to end, we have come too far on our many journeys not to go further. Push the limits, pursue our goals, and follow our dreams. Kua tāwhiti ke tō haerenga mai, kia kore e haere tonu. He nui rawa o mahi, kia kore e mahi tonu. And in Woodford tradition, I will leave you with a quote. It is a phrase you have all heard before, but that I hope you may now understand to have the same meaning as the whakatauki I began with. Nunc acceptable tempus. Now is the acceptable time. Thank you.
On behalf of the whole Woodford House whānau, I would like to sincerely thank Ella Simmons for her leadership, support and service throughout 2022. Ella, you can be very, very proud of all you have achieved, and I have every confidence that your future will shine brightly, full of further opportunities, successes, challenges and adventures. Ella, nunc acceptabile tempus. Now is the acceptable time to lift the mantle of leadership off you. We look forward to announcing our 2023 prefects and their leadership roles when we meet as a school next February. I now invite Mrs. Russell forward to announce the university scholarship recipients.
I'm delighted to announce these girls' names. They have received scholarship offers to the value of $219,000 plus. We're really impressed by their work. I'd like to announce the recipients of tertiary scholarships. As your name is called, please come forward. And if you could stand to my right, please, so that our fabulous photographer can take a photograph. Mrs. Peterson. Perhaps you could come for the first one. Samantha Sullivan, can you come forward, please? Sam Sullivan's going to start off the first of the group. She received the Prime Minister's Vocational Excellence Award. Sam, thank you. Ella Simmons, could you come forward, please? Ella received the University of Canterbury Hiranga Scholarship, the Horomata Scholarship and the Engineering Top Achiever Scholarship. Amelia Barrett received the Victoria University of Wellington Ruakakara Scholarship. Jazz Nuku, please come forward. Jazz received the Victoria University of Wellington Tangawai Scholarship and also received the University of Otago Māori Entrance Scholarship. Izzy Westwood. Isabel received the University of Canterbury Hiranga Scholarship, the Otago Leaders of Tomorrow Scholarship and the Victoria University of Wellington Tangawai Scholarship. Amanat Kumar. Amanat received the University of Otago Leaders of Tomorrow Entrance Scholarship and the University of Auckland Top Achievers Scholarship. Come forward, Annabel Kerr. Annabelle received the AUT Welcome to Auckland Scholarship. Join the group. Emma Delatour, please come forward. 2 tertiary offers for Emma, both from the University of Canterbury Hiranga Scholarship and also from Otago for Leaders of Tomorrow. Liberty Jackson. Liberty too has a choice. She received offers from the Victoria University of Wellington Tangawai Scholarship and the Canterbury University Hiranga Scholarship. Molly Asher is the proud winner of one of the University of Otago Māori Entrance Scholarships. Jill Titter, please come forward. Jill received the University of Canterbury Hiranga Scholarship and the Horomata Scholarship. Claire Wallace. University of Victoria Totoweka Scholarship. Follow her please, Charlotte Treadwell. Charlotte received the University of Victoria Tangawai Scholarship. Hold on to your hats, Martine Sandberg. This will take a while. From the University of Canterbury, Martine received the Hiranga Scholarship, the Business School First Year Scholarship for Excellence, and also from Otago, the Leaders of Tomorrow Entrance Scholarship. Bella Ladbroke. Many possibly going to Canterbury. Isabella received the Canterbury School Leavers Hiranga Scholarship. Charlotte Castell-Bateman. A good end to a great year. Charlotte received offers from the Otago University for the New Frontiers Entrance Scholarship and from the Waikato Scholarship, Waikato University Ko Te Tangata School Leavers Scholarship. Alexandra McGough. Alex received the Lions Foundation Young Enterprise Scheme Scholarship for the Massey University Business School. Hannah Roberts. Hannah was a student from last year, but she also received a scholarship for Waikato Ko Te Tangata School Leaver Scholarship. Look at these girls. They are incredible. Let's congratulate them. It hasn't happened if it hasn't had a photograph. Mr. Wills, could you please come forward to present our special prizes? Mrs. Peterson, you're in charge.
We will now present our special prizes and awards. Service to Music Prize. A student who has upheld standards of leadership, reliability and responsibility. This year the award goes to Liberty Jackson. Service to the Chapel Prize. A member of the chapel team who has earned it by her commitment to the team, her willingness and her reliability. This year, the award goes to Jewel Titter. Library Prize. Awarded to a senior librarian for reliability, attitude and responsibility. This year the award goes to Ruby Jarvis. The Makere Mason Cup. Deaf Children New Zealand recognise the effort, achievement and attitude of the top achievers amongst their members each year. This year's winner of the Year 11 Makere Mason Trophy is Amelia Reid. The McKenna Houston Award. This is awarded each year to a student who has displayed selflessness, strength or courage, who as a result has inspired others by her actions, examples and attitude. This year, the award goes to Alexandra McGough. The St Francis of Assisi Cup. Commitment to personal excellence. This is awarded to a student who, despite facing challenges, has demonstrated commitment and diligence in achieving her learning goals. And this year the award goes to Ruby Jarvis. The Birdwoods Award. This is an award that is presented to a worthy student who is a recent immigrant or an international student who has thrived and adapted well to school and to life in New Zealand. This year, the award is jointly awarded to the following girls: Man Wai Wang and Man Lok Sang. The Craig Foss Cup. Awarded for outstanding contribution to the special character of the school, encompassing musical diversity and emphasis on speech and drama, sporting activities and Christian principles and values. This year, the award goes to Liberty Jackson. The Dillon Tray for Senior Leadership. This is awarded to a non-prefect who has most clearly shown leadership and service to the school, and this year contribution to our Shine program. This year, the award goes to Maggie Grimshaw. The Woodford House Old Girls Association gift, awarded to a Year 13 student who shows strength of character, gives honest effort and upholds the school's special character. This year, the award goes to Jewel Titter. The Schooler Cup for all-round industry. This is awarded to a student who has had reasonable success in work and sport and has displayed selflessness, efficiency, attention to duty and loyalty to the school. This year, the award goes to Isabel Westwood. The Shine Cup. This is awarded to a student who has demonstrated commitment and leadership to the integrity of the Shine program. The inaugural award goes to Isabella Ladbrook. The Mabel Annie Hodge Senior Cup, awarded to a senior student who exemplifies the Woodford House spirit. And this year the award goes to Ella Simmons. Throp Prize for Citizenship. This is awarded to a student who has in every way served the school and who has shown merit in her academic performance. This year, the award goes to Martine Sandberg. The Kate Hutchinson Memorial Scholarship. This is awarded to a student who has displayed attributes including loyalty, honesty, integrity, a caring disposition, participation in school life, and possesses clear leadership and initiative. This year, the award goes to Sophie Byrne. The Eagles Trophy for Leadership in Year 12. This is awarded to a student who shows leadership and upholds the values and attitudes expected at Woodford House. This year, the award goes to Katie Jackson. The Head Prefect's Prize for 2022, Ella Simmons. It now gives me great pleasure to announce our top scholars for 2022 in alphabetical order. Isabella Ladbrook. Martine Sandberg. Ella Simmons. Manlok Singh. Isabel Westwood. This year, the Maxwell Cup for Proximea Kesset goes to Isabel Westwood. Congratulations to the 2022 Woodford House Ducks of the School. Ella Simmons.
Kia rite, hope.
Maira, kia
Congratulations. We're upstanding. We've celebrated Ella's success. That's magnificent. We are now going to sing the school hymn. So can you take the words if you're not sure of the hobgoblin number? And here we go. Please take a seat. Thank you. Mrs. Peterson, could you please come and we'll farewell our Year 13 students.
Nunc acceptabile tempus. Now is the time. It is now the time to farewell our Year 13 Woodford House graduates. Girls, I am supremely confident that your time at Woodford House has helped you discover yourself, formulate your values, and grow in strength. I believe you have received an excellent education, and our founders would be very proud. I charge you with a call to action. Girls, as you leave Woodford House and go on to pursue your hopes and dreams, remember that life is a two-sided coin, so prepare for the beauty and the mystery, the innocence and the experience, the agony and the ecstasy, the joy and the tribulation, the ebb and the flow. Remember, and you know I've said this many times, that with privilege comes responsibility, and with responsibility comes privilege. Your parents have given you the privilege of an outstanding education, and so take up the mantle of responsibility and shine your light. The world greatly needs principled, empathetic, and ethical citizens. Take up the mantle. Carry your light of truth. You have been gifted this during your time at this fine school. Go forth, set sail as bravely as Mabel did. I now invite Mrs. Russell forward to congratulate our 2022 graduates of Woodford House.
Please come forward. Paige Adams. Molly Asher. Amelia Barrett. Alana Blow. Louisa Broad. Sophie Byrne. Charlotte Castell-Bateman. Emma Delator. Meg Deneen. Charlotte Foley. Maggie Grimshaw. Sophia Hall. Liberty Jackson. Ruby Jarvis. Amy Kane. Annabelle Kerr. Susie Kilmister. Amanat Kumar. Bella Ladbrook. Millie Lightfoot. Imogen Lovell. Rosalari. Related by marriage. Zekian Liu. India McIntyre. Rosa McKenzie. Lily Mathers. Tegan McKellen Cody. Emma McDougall. Yasmin McFedries. Alex McGough. Holly McKendry. Harriet Milden. Miharu Nagata. Jazz Nuku. Peiru Pang. Nice. Works. Leilani Peakman. Alex Pettigrew Heaps. Anna Roberts. Amelia Ross. Soraya Rowlands. Zita Schuler. Jolie Scott. Samantha Sullivan. Jewel Titter. Charlotte Treadwell. Manlock Sang. Millie Walden. Tessa Walden. Claire Wallace. Isabel Westwood. Harriet Wong. Courtney Woodness. Martine Sandberg. Ella Simmons. You've had a good year, you've had a good career. Your year has finished. Enjoy. Please all stand for the procession. That concludes our 2022 Senior Prize Giving, and the last one from me. Thank you very much. We're going to bring the procession.
Thank you very much, Mrs Stone, for your beautiful playing today. So that concludes our prize giving. Senior students, you are now free to leave. We will see you back for your important exams. Just a reminder that if you have received cups, then you are free to get your own photographs with them, but then they need to come back up to this table, please. Junior students, please can you sit down and we will give you some further instructions. Guests, of course, go and enjoy this beautiful day.